Welcome at the Prime Access YouTube channel. Yes, cleaning these resin printers can be a pain in the ass, but let me show you some simple steps how to clean the Halot X1, also the Halot 8K or any resin printer with a resin pump with some simple steps, even without removing the resin tank. The first thing I have to do is I have to use the AFU of the Halot X1 to feed out the resin which is still in the tank, so let's do it. So let's click on the settings menu and here you can find the auto feed unit. And then just click on feed out and the pump will feed out the resin in the resin tank. But let me show you a little trick. Now the printer is level, but that's not what I want. Use a little block like this or whatever you have laying around and put it underneath the printer so it's no longer level. And what happens is the resin flows to the pump and that helps to pump out all the resin. And when the resin in the tank comes to a low level, you can use this. That's the scraper that comes with the printer, so you can scrape all the resin towards the resin pump. Yeah, most of the resin in the resin tank is gone, but we have to clean the resin tank, of course, and also all the tubing in the printer up to the AFU. So let's play the in and out game. So let's start with the AFU, and what we need is another bucket, little cup, that's perfect, and also some isopropyl alcohol because I'm using resin which dissolves in alcohol. If you have resin which dissolves in water, you can of course use water, so it depends on your resin. Then put some of the alcohol or water in the bucket, and then remove the hose from the resin container, remove the lid with the straw inside, and now you need the kitchen roll, some paper towels or whatever. And clean the straw because we need it already, but we don't need the resin on the straw. And then put it in the bucket with the isopropyl alcohol. Yeah, I did some mess, so I have to clean it right away. And then use the original lid. Put it on the tray with the resin, but leave the resin on the scale because there's a little scale in the AFU, and if you remove the resin, the pump won't function. So leave the resin on the scale and then reconnect the hose with the straw like so. And now we can feed in the isopropyl alcohol to our resin tank. And you can also use a brush like this to clean the edges of the resin tank because there's still resin left. And that's what I'm doing, using the brush to clean the resin tank, all the edges, like so. And now you can feed out all the alcohol in the resin tank to the bucket, and you have to do it once or twice until you end with clear alcohol. You have to change it, of course, in the bucket against fresh one. And that's what I end up with after 2 rounds of isopropyl alcohol. Now remove the pump from the tray, from the resin tank. And you can clean the tank with a paper towel to remove all the debris from the alcohol. Like so. And that's exactly all you have to do to clean the resin tank of these resin printers, which have a resin pump like the Halot X1. But there's one last thing, please don't forget to clean the lid of the AFU. There's also resin inside here, so you can use the brush, of course. Give it some brush strokes, and that's exactly all. You can remove also the straw because that's super clean after all the in and out of the isopropyl alcohol. So yeah, that's the definitely last thing you have to do. Clean the lid also inside. And yeah. Thanks for watching, have a good time with your Halot X1 or any of your resin printers. See you in the next video. Goodbye.